Hello, I'm Mayor Phil Good with your weekly update. We were happy to welcome members of the community to see our new facility at 201 North Montezuma Street last Thursday. Nearly 100 people came to see the new council chambers, which will host the first council study session and voting meetings tomorrow. For those of you who were unable to stop in, the council chamber is on the third floor, which you can access either by the elevator or stairs. We hope you can join us in person at 1 p.m. for the study session and 3 p.m. for the voting meeting. If not, the meetings will be live streamed as usual on Facebook Channel 64 and Channel 1064. Speaking of the government television channel, it has also been upgraded with the move to the new building. Now the content is in high definition and can be found by selecting Channel 1064 with most Sparklight cable services. There will be 3 council meetings tomorrow, an executive session at 10 a.m., during which we will receive legal advice and information from the city's legal department, a study session at 1 p.m., and a voting meeting at 3 p.m. During this study session, we will discuss a request to rename No Name Creek in the Granite Dells to Elisabeth Creek in honor of Elisabeth Ruffner. After the discussion, the item will be posted for the 30-day public comment period, and then the item will return to council for possible action on Tuesday, April 25th. We will also discuss a possible code revision which could effectively outlaw camping on city property in locations other than specified campground areas. During the voting meeting, council will consider the adoption of the 2023 through 2028 Prescott Fire Department Strategic Plan. Chief Dura reviewed the strategic plan with council during a February study session, and this has been updated based on council feedback at that meeting. The purpose of the 2023 through 2028 Prescott Fire Department Strategic Plan is to serve as the primary guide for organizational prioritization, fiscal decision-making, and evaluation of the effectiveness of service delivery. Council's adoption and approval will help the department make strategic decisions and increase transparency on future budget requests. In another fire department-related item, council will also consider approving the hiring of 5 new firefighters. Originally, the fire department applied for a SAFER grant to initially fund these new hires, but the grant request was not approved. However, the needs are still there, and these new positions will enable the fire department to maintain its accreditation status. They will also have a direct impact on firefighting readiness and public safety. They should also help to reduce overtime and any future potential brownouts. Finally, the city is being asked to approve a notice of intent for an increase in the city's bulk water dispensing rate. New retrofitted equipment will soon be operational, which will include a simplification of the customer interface panel. Currently, the rate to fill privately owned potable water tanks has not been adjusted in over a decade and is $5.27 per 1,000 gallons. The new rate would be $14 for 1,000 gallons, still a very reasonable cost. The City of Prescott's 2025 General Plan website has been officially launched. On the website, citizens can learn about the General Plan, receive updates on the progress of the General Plan, participate in surveys, and provide feedback over the progress of the plan. The hope is that this website will be a one-stop resource for all Prescott 2025 General Plan information. The Prescott Police Department and partner agencies will have a St. Patrick's Day DUI task force operating on Friday, March 17th, as part of a sustained effort to combat impaired driving. The extra enforcement will occur throughout the day. The Tri-City DUI Task Force would like to remind motorists that driving impaired is never worth the monetary loss or the emotional devastation that can be caused by making that bad choice to drive impaired. Please drive sober, designate a driver, or call for a ride to stay safe. After a series of snowstorms like we've had for the past several weeks, residual impacts remain that require attention. The Public Works Department wants you to know the following information. Public Works is actively sweeping streets, which takes place in the same priority as snow plowing. Main arterial and downtown streets first, and then residential streets. It can be a lengthy process because the weight of the road traction cinders requires the sweepers to leave their route to dump the load before returning. Code compliance is working with adjacent property owners to ensure that sidewalks are cleared of cinders, especially on the main arterials and more heavily used roads. Patch and repair of asphalt and potholes has been ongoing since last week and will continue until we are caught up, weather permitting. Road striping occurs in the spring each year and will take place over the next few months throughout the city. A water main break last week on 6th Street caused street closures and water outages. Public Works was able to get the water service restored the same day, but the road repair work will take some time to complete. The hope is that it will be repaved by the end of the week. In the meantime, please avoid the area as much as possible. Although the bulk of operations and meetings are mostly moved to the new City Hall, some of the boards and commission meetings may still be held at the old City Hall. Please check the agendas before arriving at each meeting. The location is in the heading at the top of the agenda. This has been your weekly update. I'm Mayor Philgood. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.